Anyway, I told you that there was a point at which I left the food world. It was becoming too much about the superstar chefs, and it was becoming too fancy and prissy, and it wasn't about people gathering around the table anymore. And the way I decided to do that was because I got to thinking one day about when I was 5 years old, and what I loved most. We would go to a restaurant in downtown LA called Little Joe's. Now, Little Joe was a roly-poly chef who was always standing in the doorway of the kitchen watching the people. And I would go over, stand by him, and hold his hand. And he was always really sweet to me. And there was something about watching that room that just filled me up. And later, I had gone into the food world thinking it was all about food, and realized later that what Little Joe was doing was he was feeling a sense of satisfaction over all these people gathered around a table, celebrating their different occasions in their lives. There was something fulfilling about that. So I went into something that was about, I created breakfast clubs in 5 cities that was all about that for a while, until Jack Canfield and Mark Victor Hansen offered me the opportunity to do the Chicken Soup for the Soul cookbook, and that brought me back into the food world, and I'm glad it did, because now I seem to be able to tie the whole thing together and make it meaningful for myself.